What is up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video, which is unplanned and unscheduled and also sad. Today, we're going to talk about Toys R Us closing and what it means for us, what you can and should do about it, how you can strategize around that. And basically, yeah, we're just going to reminisce. We're going to cry about Toys R Us closing. But hopefully figure out some stuff, teach you guys, because I've been getting a lot of questions about Toys R Us closing. What should I do? How should I deal with it? How should I approach it, etc. So let's just talk about it. First, let me head over to the chat and see if we got some people in there. What is up, Mike? We got Miggity Mike in the chat. I want to let you guys know that Miggity Mike is going to be on tomorrow's live show. So tomorrow, Reezy Talks live show is going to be, the subject is going to be used shoes with Miggity Mike. Miggity Mike, who is an admin in the chat. He is not a totally new seller, but we'll hear whole stories, not like a lengthy veteran of reselling, but he's having a lot of success with books and used shoes. And the used shoes part specifically interests me, as I feel like that's a largely untapped market, and I want to share that, guys, with you. So tune in tomorrow's show, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and learn about how to make a living on eBay selling used shoes. We got Nicole State in the chat. What is up, Nicole? Shout out to Tyler Fisk, Tyler Turbville, Scott Gregory, George Sharp, et cetera, et cetera. I see already someone in here talking about it's not closed. So first of all, I want to announce the winner from the last what's it called? From the last giveaway that I did on my last video. I was giving away a copy of this book, Crushing It. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to do a screen share with you guys so that you guys can see the process. Let me first make sure that it's good to go and I'm not like sharing anything I shouldn't share. So let me go to screen share and screen share. Let me know if you guys are seeing the YouTube random comment picker right here. I'm assuming you guys are. Are you guys seeing it? Are you guys seeing it? Are we good? We're good to go? I believe you guys are. I don't know why, but I believe him, yo. So I put in the URL for the video here. You can see it says 80 comments, and now I press the start button, and it's going to pick a winner from the comments. So whoever comes up is the winner. Let's see who it is. It is, let's see. Oh, she didn't write Crushing It. She didn't write Crushing It, so she doesn't win. We got to start over. We got to start over. Dang, that sucks. I'm just following the rules, guys. I am sorry, Maria Feltz. You totally should have won, but you didn't write Crushing It, so you don't win. That's sad. I'm sorry. Nothing against you. I just got to follow the rules. The rules are you got to write Crushing It. So let's see. Hopefully the next person wrote Crushing It. Let's see who it is. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Come on, guys. Are you serious? All right, so that's 2 down. We're going to have to go again. Let's go again. If this happens again, I'm going to feel like I probably have the wrong video in this URL or something. Let's keep going. Keep it going. And Stephen Corden says Crushing It. Okay, Stephen Corden, if you're watching this, contact me either through email, resells@gmail.com, on Instagram DM or Twitter DM. Those are, maybe even Snapchat. Those are some of the ways you can get a hold of me. and get me your address so I can mail you this book because you won a copy of Crushing It. Sorry for the first two people that didn't win. But they also didn't follow the rules. So let's look at this real quick. And before we continue, I do have another giveaway that I'm announcing at the end of this video. So stay tuned to see that giveaway and to see how you can win that giveaway. So let's go. So on March 15th, which was what, 3 days ago, Toys R Us announced that they're going to liquidate the inventory of all 735 of their U.S. stores, including stores in Puerto Rico. We expect store closing sales to begin very soon, blah, blah, blah. Blah 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 blah. They're looking to someone to run the Canadian operation, and they're not sure what's going to happen in the other stores exactly. So, and it's crazy. It's 33,000 jobs that are going to evaporate overnight. So, yeah, kind of sad. Besides the whole thing of it just being sad in general, I'm just saddened to begin with. Let me get my chat back. Sorry for the technical difficulties here, guys. The chat is necessary. Let's get the chat back. Okay, so there's 735 Toys R Us stores that are going to be closing in the United States and liquidating. The problem is not all of the stores are closing at the same time, and the sales definitely aren't starting at the same time. So if you live on the East Coast, a lot of stores have already started the liquidation process, and I don't know the rhyme and reason behind this or why it does it like that. But where I live on the West Coast, several of the stores that I've been to are not closing yet. So I don't understand why, but that's just how it's happening. And on the East Coast, they started closing, I think, over a week ago. So if you live on the East Coast, you should start getting it. If you live on the West Coast, you should start talking to your stores and getting in touch with them and finding when the liquidation starts. Another thing that's worth noting is that they announced at the same time that they announced this announcement 3 days ago, they said that gift cards will work for the next 30 days and that's it. So if you have a gift card, make sure you can use it in the next 30 days or it's going to be worthless. The other thing that's really crazy that's happening is, and this is very important for resellers, is understand that because they're closing and because the gift cards are going to be going out of value and be worthless soon, it's creating a like a reverse rush to the bottom on, or a rush, whatever, a rush to the bottom for gift card sellers, which is good for us buyers. So if you purchase gift cards off of an app like Raise or a source that sells gift cards, the Toys R Us gift card prices right now are insane. It's like 20% off. So don't go buying those if you haven't confirmed whether or not your location will accept gift cards. They're supposed to be accepting them until April 15th or 16th, something like that, 30 days from the announcement 3 days ago. But if, just check to make sure before you go and buy gift cards because somebody on YouTube told you to, and then they're worthless. So if you find out they'll work, cool, then you can buy some and use them. But just make sure that they're going to work. The other thing is that, and if you guys have any questions, please just type question in all caps, or even just, a comment you want me to reference, just put that in there so I can see it. And I know it's not you guys just talking with each other in the chat. But yeah, the other question that I've been getting from a lot of people is basically people are like, what's the strategy? What should I buy? What should I do? And honestly, I don't have a super solid answer for that for you, especially because every store is going to be different. But what I can tell you is that besides buying what's worth money, right? That's the quick and easy but like stupid answer. Reezy, what should I buy? Buy the stuff that's worth flipping. But you probably should focus on stuff that has good brand equity and is likely to be worth money in the long term, right? So like Lego, Barbie, any electronic stuff they have, including Apple products, including game systems, including games themselves, like any of that stuff, rather than just like some super random stuff, like if classic board games are 60% off, that might be something good to look at. They don't go out of style. People are going to be playing Monopoly forever, till the next millennium. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Someone says only 20% off in Georgia, deeper discounts next week. I was told Saturday. Yeah. So you want to ask when the days are that the discounts are coming in so that you can plan around it, right? Because you're not going to be able to plan it if you don't know about the when the sales are coming, right? And the other thing to note is that there is at a certain point, some stuff might not be available for liquidation. So I don't know if you guys have ever participated in any liquidation sales, but oftentimes there'll be the really cool stuff. In this situation, it would be like Legos and electronics that when it hits a certain discount off, either they don't discount them or they discount them way later than the other stuff or way less. But when it hits a certain amount, like maybe a lot of stuff in Toys R Us will go to 90% off, but the Legos and the Xboxes won't. They will get sold to another company that already has a pre-existing bid for those items. And you have to think about, people who work at Toys R Us, they know this liquidation is happening. They're not stupid and they recognize an opportunity to make money as well. And the store is closing, so the risk of like being fired or they're worrying, their employee morale is not so high. They could really care less. So they are very likely to do some backdoor deals or whatever. So you want to get what you can when you can, and also understand when the deals are coming down. But essentially, I'm trying to read this chat right here. It says Valerie says in the 1960s, when Children's Bargain Town became Toys R Us, Dr. G. Raff was renamed Jeffrey and was crowned the official Toys R Us spokesanimal. That's an awesome little factoid. Um, Evan Evan Salveson says, Reezy, I wrote it. Check it. I wonder, did the comment thing not show the full thing? Send me a screenshot of that, Evan, and I'll make sure you get hooked up regardless. Um, let's see. I thought we were at the top of a cycle, so why are they bankrupt? Someone is asking. So Toys R Us went out of business for a lot of reasons. They've had a lot of debt for a very long time, which has made it, hard for them to keep up with other companies, to grow their stores, to create not a different business model, but to better the customer experience, because this is just the beginning, guys. A lot of companies are going to go out of business if they don't figure out how to make the customer experience better. Because why would I go waste my time in a store looking for something when I could just buy it online, right? So you have to have, it has to be like for example, this is a good example. There's still some movie rental places that exist, right? Like little niche ones, but the workers there are super knowledgeable usually. And you go there because you can tell the dude like, well, I like horror movies. What do you recommend? And he's knowledgeable and he can help you find a movie. So it's like a service that he's providing versus just like some super, if you know what you want, then why would you go to the store? So it has to be some added value. Do they have like free coffee? Do they have free wine for the moms? Do they have like free? I wouldn't be surprised to see free massage chairs in the future at retail stores to draw you into the experience. Um, Brock Johnson talking about when the fire sale comes, you can make a lot of money. Definitely, guys, definitely. Um, but so let's talk about a couple things. One thing is, how is this going to affect resellers? So obviously we're not going to have Toys R Us to buy toys from anymore, which really only leaves what? Like, comment in the chat if you guys know of where you can buy toys at other than Toys R Us. Because for me, I'm thinking, um, you got you got Walmart and you got Target, and that's basically it. Where else are you going to buy quality toys at for kids? I There's nowhere else that I could really think of. Um, so and Babies R Us is also closing. So, don't just do the Toys R Us, it's the Babies R Us as well. I think there's some standalone Babies R Us. I'm not a Toys R Us expert, so the ones that are around me, they're conjoined stores, and they're both going out of business. Convenience stores, Walmart and Target. Yeah, that's it, guys. Like you could say Walgreens, but like Walgreens has like a very low quality of toys. Maybe Walgreens will become a bigger toy seller and have more toys, but who knows? You know what I mean? So, this is forcing the consumer to shop online more. Some people were actually saying, first of all, they were saying that Lego and Mattel are going to lose 10% of their business because Toys R Us was 10% of their customer base. And a lot of people think that 10 to 15% of, or maybe even 20% of the toy market, retail market, will just evaporate and never come back. I can't say for certain what my thoughts are on that, but I do believe that it's going to drive the consumer to shop online more, which is good for us. Specifically, if you're a wholesaler and you have accounts with these major brands, the same kind of brands that people would expect to sell at Toys R Us, those customers are going to go somewhere else looking for them. So I would expect to see those online selling for more as the demand increases online. But some of that demand is going to shift to Walmart and to Target. So not 100% too sure on that. Someone says FAO is too high. Yeah, a lot of these random toy stores, like we have like a random toy store in the town where I live, and they have like wooden toys and, like high end, like educational toys and stuff. I don't think most people go there shopping for toys. So, let's see. Donica says, why is this happening? Yeah, Toys R Us, I think they've been in debt for a really long time. And because of that, they weren't able to invest money to grow their business to keep up with their competitors like Amazon and to have a better consumer experience. So the problem with that is that, they're in debt and they can't do anything to get better. So they're just drowning, they're not even treading water. Let's see. Sadie says, any suggestions on gate buys from Toys R Us like Mattel gated buys? So if you're gated, guys, you might want to get in touch with a distributor or a wholesale supplier so that you can get ungated. Watch Me Amazon has a bunch of videos on his channel and some information on Instagram that he shares about how to get approved to get different wholesale accounts. Larry is a great dude, and puts out some great information. But either way, you need to get accounts so that you can get ungated, or you need to sell on Amazon long enough to where you have maximum approval so that when you request approval to be selling a certain brand or category that you get allowed to. Um, let's see. Valerie made a comment about the luxury market crashing and them losing 50% of their customer base. Let's see. And she said, but I think they have returned though. Yeah. You can never, I wouldn't count consumers out. If they want stuff, they're going to get that. To all the people that are on here, if your store is closed, hit me up if that's all right with Reezy. I mean, I can't stop you guys. So another thing is, guys, you can help each other out by sharing information. Unless you have enough money to buy an entire Toys R Us, you probably would be suited well to share information with other resellers, whether it's in Instagram engagement groups or Facebook Messenger groups or Telegram groups or whatever, so that you can help each other understand what's going on in different areas, and share stuff with. Some of you might sell toys, some of you might sell baby stuff, and you guys can all help each other out. So the title of this video, where I said you have two options, these are really your two options. And I think this is probably the most important thing that you guys need to understand. And it's kind of skewed because the East Coast already started selling. And here's what it is. It's your option number one: sell it as fast as possible. You have to sell that stuff as fast as possible, because every Toys R Us 735 stores are closing. All of that stuff that you got, everybody else also got. And a lot of people are not experienced resellers. They don't hold out on prices. It creates a huge race to the bottom, right? People price for the buy box relentlessly. people will drive those toys down to where you're making 12 cents a unit. And that's not okay. If you're a professional reseller that makes a living off of reselling, that's not going to be good. So if I was you, I would sell that stuff as fast as possible. I would actually be listing stuff in the store when I was buying it as merchant fulfilled, and then shipping it out when I got home merchant fulfilled, because the 1 day that it takes you to process it, plus the 1 to 3 days it takes to get to Amazon, plus the 1 to 3 days it takes for them to receive it and make it available for customers, that time alone could tank, the price could tank. So you want to, in these types of situations, a mass nationwide sale or liquidation. The same thing happens on a micro scale with like Target stuff and Walmart stuff, because it's plentifully and supplied and it's all on clearance at the same time. So move that stuff as quick as possible. Like, get rid of it. Gandhi. Like, just move it, right? So I would make, if you're sending it to FBA, I would make shipments the same day I bought it. I would get it out as fast as possible. I would price it to sell, because otherwise you're going to be dealing with a race to the bottom, and you might already be dealing with it anyways because of the way it's going from east to west. So the other thing is, your only other option is really just to buy the stuff that will hold value over long term. And that's the stuff that I was talking about in the beginning, with stuff that has more brand equity, like Lego and Mattel, and who knows, maybe Funko Pop is a big thing for a while in the future. So maybe those are good to pick up, maybe gaming systems, certain board games, certain action figures, not like the flavor of the month, but like stuff that's good, right? And hold on to that stuff for long term, at least until Christmas, right? Because and of course Legos, right? Legos are probably the highest sought after item at all of Toys R Us's during this time period, and I guarantee you we will see a huge price drop in Legos between now and 3 months from now, till everyone sells out. That's going to race to the bottom. But the smart sellers are going to buy all the good toys with the good brand equity, and they're going to save them up and sell them during Q4. And those are the two options that I recommend. I do not recommend you buy stuff, let it sit for a week, and then try and sell it. You need to sell it as quick as possible, or you need to strategically buy stuff that you know is going to be worth money long term, and then sell that stuff. Obviously, some stuff is just so cheap, you're going to buy it regardless, but just know that online the prices are going to tank. So you might want to look into not just selling it on Amazon. You might want to also sell on eBay. You might want to also sell on Mercari. You might want to also sell on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. It definitely wouldn't hurt to diversify where you're selling stuff. I see Big Mike in the chat. He mentioned Nerf. That's definitely another heater. Nerf is hot on the block. Everybody loves Nerf guns, but all that stuff, those are the ones you're going to want to focus on. Let's see. Hold Legos, let the sets retire, and then sell. Yeah. If you guys don't know what that means, Lego, they don't make some sets forever. The sets get retired and then they're not made anymore. And you can tell by the numbers on the box, and then the price goes up. If you don't know about a website called BrickSeek, which is now just like a deal finding website for any type of product, it was originally just for Legos. And there's like a whole community around investing in Legos. There's some articles you can read where people, have basically said and showed statistics to back up that you could make more money buying and holding Legos than you would of investing in the stock market and all kinds of things. So I haven't had a ton of success with that, but I'm sure there are some people on this chat right now or watching it later, or people that that invest in Legos. And so it's very important to pay attention to those Legos. Let's see. Richard Puente says, still nothing yet here in SoCal. People were buying everything in the store at full price. I'm waiting to see what's left when the liquidation starts. Definitely. I see some people in the chat talking about shoes. I'm not going to talk about shoes because that's not what this video is about, and I don't want to detract from the point. Brick University says, yeah, video game consoles drop value over time. They definitely do. but still some solid value in the video game consoles. Um, offer up, excuse me, offer up, Facebook Marketplace, all that stuff. Let Go. I don't think Let Go is as popular as offer up. Big Mike says strap up and wait. Is anyone in the chat already buying from Toys R Us? I would imagine there's some East Coast people in here. Richard Puente says, check out Bricklink. Lego literally holds its value better than gold. It always appreciates. Yeah. So apparently Bricklink is a website that shows the statistical value, picture Keepa charts for Lego prices over time. Let's see. Brick University says, I run BrickSeek for Legos on Facebook. Oh, is that a Facebook group? Brick University? Holler at me if that's true. We could send some of the peoples over there because sounds like you're providing some value. George Sharp says, can I give out my personal information here? Sure. Feel free to do that. I am on East Coast. Rusted Raccoon says, I'm on East Coast, and none of the ones have any sales worth mentioning. Yeah, I've seen some are on 60%. So I think it just depends. I don't understand the rhyme and reason, the rhyme and rhythm, cool runnings to why the sales are at some stores and not in other stores when they're even in the same region. Tyler says, Toys R Us Florida. Sales aren't that great yet on most things, at least in my area. Send me a DM on Instagram, Brick University, and I'll share your group out with the people. Squeezy Gaming says the Toys R Us near me is staying open. You think they're going to be open long term? I don't think any Toys R Us stores are staying open long term. I'm not 100% certain, but I really don't think so. You might want to talk to them more recently. Up until 2 days ago, the Toys R Us where I live was still telling their employees that they weren't closing. And 2 days ago, they actually finally told the employees, and you can physically see the difference in posture of the employees. They're like, yeah, we're closing. And it was like the day before, like, we're not closing. They're closing. We're not closing. Tyler's been checking daily. Good job, Tyler. That's what you're supposed to do. One store by me, all video game stuff was gone. Don't know if it was bought out. Yeah, got to look into that stuff, guys. So, that's pretty much all that I have to say on this video. If you didn't know Toys R Us was closing, you're not a hustler. You need to pay attention. Toys R Us is closing. Get on that. But, and you want to hit it up as it goes, hit it up on the 10%, the 20%, the 30%, because if you wait till like 60, 70, 80, if it gets to 80 or 90, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff that other people got. And the prices, the prices are so good, you could sell it at the flea market and make money. It just depends on what you're buying and what your strategy is. Just have a strategy and understand those things that I talked about as far as how the market will get saturated super quickly. So with that being said, I'm going to do another announcing another giveaway. I'm going to open up this bag and show you guys what's in this bag. What do you guys think's in this bag? Let's see if anybody can guess what's in this bag. It's kind of squishy and it's easy to fold. What do you guys think? Who thinks they know what is in this bag? And if you haven't yet, please smash the like button. As always, I appreciate that. Or if you don't want to smash it, you can tap it lightly. Dr. Pepper says he thinks it's that yayo. No, it's not. Richie says Roblox toys. T-shirt. Frankie Fingers says beanie. Douglas says Rally Roots hat. Man, I think some of you guys are onto some psychic stuff. Let's open this up. Dun 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 dun. It's a Rally Roots beanie with the Rally Roots sticker. I got 2 of them. Whoever called the Rally Roots beanie giveaway, you're a hustler. You're on some psychic stuff. Did you hear me talking about it the other day, or did you just have a crazy good guess? So today's giveaway is the winner from this giveaway will be announced on my next video, which will be tomorrow's live show. So tune into tomorrow's live show to find out if you won. And the way to win, I have 2 of these beanies. I'm going to give out one. I'm going to give you an opportunity to win one right now. So these beanies are super comfortable. I actually bought 2 from Ryan as soon as I saw that he had the video ad for his for the beanies. I bought 2, and then he saw the ad and he was like, dude, I would have hooked you up. And I was like, dude, I got to support my homies. And I was like, but send me a couple to give away to the homies. And he was like, sure thing. So shout out to Ryan and Allie from Rally Roots for sending us 2 beanies to give away. And the way that you can win this beanie is to comment down below. I want you to comment down below whether or not your Toys R Us store is having clearance yet or not, and what city you're in, and then city and state, and then also write hashtag rally caps, RALLI caps, rally caps. I'll type it in the chat just to make sure. Rally caps. There you go. Rally caps. So, and commenting right now on the live show doesn't count. It's not going to work. So you have to wait till I publish the video and it's not live, and then comment hashtag rally caps. And I will do what I did today, and I will pick a random winner. If you don't want to disclose if your store is on clearance, I respect that. That's cool. But just comment hashtag rally caps, and you will be eligible to win this one, which I will announce on tomorrow's live show at 6 p.m. with Miggity Mike. So after this show's ended, it'll be like maybe 5 minutes until it gets published fully, to where you can leave a standard comment on the page and then comment hashtag rally caps, and you will get a chance to win. If you want to write something about how sad it makes you that Toys R Us is closing, that's also awesome. Let me see if I have. Oh, I really want to share this with you guys real quick. Hold up.
I don't wanna grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us.
All right, I don't want to play any more of that because I'll probably get a copyright claim. I might get a copyright claim as it is. But if you haven't heard that song, there's a link to it in the description. It's incredibly sad. It's the Toys R Us Kid jingle song done by Chase Holfoldler. I don't know how to say his name. There's a link for it in the description. Shout out to homie for making a super sad video that perfectly encapsulates how sad I am about Toys R Us closing. And it's not just, like, it's part of my soul is going with Toys R Us, because as a kid, even though I couldn't afford any of those toys, I always wanted to go there and get stuff. And like a couple times in my childhood, I got to go there and buy stuff, like my mom's boyfriend was feeling like he's trying to earn some brownie points, so he takes me to Toys R Us and buys me something. That always works when you buy the kids something, right? So yeah, go check that song out because it's super sad and awesome. Toys R Us and a minor key, link down below. Toys R Us jingle, love it. And don't forget, if you want to win one of these, comment Rally Roots down below in the chat, and I will pick a winner on tomorrow's live stream. So there's not a lot of time to comment. So if you guys want to learn how to sell shoes for a living, used shoes on eBay, and hear what it's like from a seller that just started selling full time in the last year, my friend Mike, he does books and shoes. Tune into tomorrow's live show at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Smash the like button or click on the thumbs up button, however you want to do it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate the subscription greatly. If you want to share this video out, that's even better. But I'll see you guys on tomorrow's show. And remember to comment Rally Roots in the chat, or in the comment section, not in the chat. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? If you ain't flipping, you slipping. Peace.